Lowcountry folks love to help, and there is no better place to go to do that than the United Way of the Lowcountry. A lot of folks have moved in from other places and know how the United Way works, and it works obviously the same way here in the Lowcountry with a couple of slight twists. Dale Douthat, he is the CEO and president of the United Way of the Lowcountry, joining us. Talk a little bit about how this is different. So many of us are from other places and have seen the United Way work in great and wonderful ways. How do we make it work in a great and wonderful way here in the Lowcountry?
You know, it's a great question. And first of all, thanks for having me here, Bob. I really appreciate it. You know, every United Way across the world is a little bit different because they cater to the needs of their community that they're in. For folks who come from larger communities like Atlanta or Chicago, you're used to the big workplace campaigns where the United Way is raising money in the campaigns, in the corporations. We don't have that here, right? We don't have large corporate headquarters here. So we rely mostly on residential donations, just folks like you and me donating what they can. Some of us can donate more than others. Right. But you know, then we take that money and we do multiple things with it.
And that's what we want to talk about, and that's the magic of the United Way, is you do so many different things and help so many different people. Let's get right into it.
Well, so the thing that a lot of people know the United Way for is our financial support to other organizations. So currently, our local United Way is funding 35 different programs at 18 different nonprofit organizations in the community. Now, donors oftentimes say, well, why shouldn't I just donate to whoever I want to donate to? And I say, well, you're free to do that, right? But name all the nonprofits that you know, right? And if you think about that, I can name maybe 10 or 15 off the top of my head. There are more than 1,600 registered nonprofits in Beaufort and Jasper counties alone, right? And each one of those is serving a small pocket of our community that most people don't know about.
Right.
You know about the nonprofit that's right down the street from your house, and they have a service area, but they may not be helping the other part of Jasper County where most of our workforce lives, right? Or in Jasper or Beaufort County.
Right.
So the United Way knows all these agencies, and we're able to make sure that those funds get to where they need to be in order to have the best effect.
All right, we've talked big picture. Let's zero in on some things you guys are doing right now that we might not know about.
Well, so what folks may not know about is all of our internal programs, specifically our early grade reading program.
Okay.
A child learns to read until 4th grade. After that, they read to learn. So if they are not reading on grade level, by the time they hit 4th grade, they're going to fall further and further back, right? So we have a tutoring program inside the classrooms within Beaufort and Jasper County school districts where we do one-on-one tutoring with these children. We also have pre-K and kindergarten programs where we are helping the teachers with their curriculum and providing the books to the students. In fact, over the last 2 years, we distributed more than 41,000 books to young children.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's for their home libraries. And these are folks that don't always have books in the home, right? So it's very important.
All right, so you're working on the young end. You're also working on the older end.
That's right. Our volunteer income tax assistance program helps seniors 60 and older. We do free tax returns. And each year we help bring millions of dollars back into the community and keep it in the pockets of folks who need it most.
That's fantastic. How can people help? That's obviously the next question.
You know, time, talent, and treasure, right? And so if you have the time and you want to get involved, you can volunteer to tutor with our children. You can volunteer at our volunteer income tax assistance program. You don't have to have any experience. You can be a greeter or you can help out in other ways. You can help us at the beginning of the school year, or in that funding process, we use volunteer donors that make up panels that review all the applications. And so our volunteers decide where the money goes. I don't decide, right? People like you decide.
Okay, and so that's keeping it local and keeping it right there. uwlowcountry.org is the website. You can find ways to donate through that, and then as you mentioned, maybe donate some of your time besides your treasure and help folks out. Great help. March 31st is kind of the deadline of the year of the annual campaign. So think about it over the next little bit, and by the end of the month, pull the trigger and do something.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Dale Douthat of the United Way of the Lowcountry. We'll be back with more of the WHHI Daily News right after this.